guys, this is Fault Kid, and welcome back to another video. And it's not a game review or anything. This is just another talk vlog video, and yeah, this is another video. I want to get this on my chest about that I found out about something, and it just caught my attention, and it caught me off guard as well. And as far as I know, as far as I found out, there was this preacher or fake preacher, I should call him, which you'll look at see in a few minutes. There's just some preacher that I do not think he's an actual preacher whatsoever. For me, though, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that agree with me, and I mean, I sure hope you guys agree with me on this, because you need to be, because there's something that's not right about this. But we're going to put a perfect example I'm going to be talking about is Greg Locke. Now, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know anything about him whatsoever, about this preacher. Sorry, my nose is itching. For the most part, for what I found out about him, that's all I know is that he says something bad about autism or other disabilities, right? Now, first off, I was born and had autism when I was 3. I mean, I was diagnosed with autism when I was 3 years old, and of course I have auditory processing as well, which is another thing I was born with. I'm not going to go into that, which has nothing to do with that though, but we're talking about this now. Now, what really shocks me and caught me off guard is that, now Greg Locke, he once said that autism demonized children from hell. I'm like, what? Okay, first off, that is certainly not true. That is 100% not true. Because, for example, let me give you a good example. Like, I remember going to church that time, and I remember when I was like 15 though at the time, I was baptized, and they know I have autism. They never say anything bad about it. But not even other preachers said something bad about it. Seriously. They have great respect to people with disabilities, everything. Okay, not only that, there's going to be another personal thing. Now, I had a teacher once that I'm friends with as well now, which I was in high school at the time, who graduated with my brother when he was in high school. You know, with my brother, and he became a teacher of the people with special needs. And he has really great, not only that though, he's also a way better than you, Greg Locke. Yeah, he's a way better person than you, Greg Locke. I mean, I don't think Greg Locke, to me, he is not a preacher, a Christian, nor a human being for saying what he just said about autism. For what he just said, that's not true whatsoever. So it's really not, okay? It's really not. I mean, look at it. There's some TV shows with autism, like there is there is Atypical, there's The Good Doctor, Cube, Accountant, and there's The Second Accountant, which I haven't checked that out, which I haven't got seen yet, but you know, it's the one with Ben Affleck and John Bernthal. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Actually, I forget, but people with autism, they can be smart. They can have good geniuses and everything. I mean, seriously. I mean, sure, most of them probably don't like talk well, whatever. I mean, even with the dark side of me with having that is that when I was like in 4th grade, I was mocked and made fun of. When I was in 5th grade, I just got myself in trouble because I did something wrong by throwing the football at them because they won't let me play and stuff like that. But you know. But yeah, so, well, there's other thing I'm not going to get to, but yeah. I'm not going to get to that though, but you know. What's funny about that, I mean, even people with disabilities that graduated high school at the age of 18 or 19 years old, I mean, because for me though, I graduated when I was 19 years old, you know, turning 20 at the time in 2019, but you know. If you haven't seen my video about it, like long time ago, so you know. Speaking of respect, though, I mean, even with the night to shine dance, they have really great respect with autism. That's why that night to shine is a thing. That's why it's a big thing for people with disabilities and special needs, or prom for special needs, That's another thing. But seriously, everybody are way better than you, Greg Locke. I'm sorry. I know it's really a bully and a rude for me to say that, but Greg Locke, you shouldn't say something like this about people with disabilities or other people with special needs, okay? I mean, I know. I mean, I just hate to use my religion, but as a Christian, I shouldn't do that, and it's really wrong for me to do that. But I'm not gonna say anything about that though. But otherwise, I might get a lot of political crap. But anyway, all I can tell you that people was born with disabilities and stuff like that, including autism, and people were diagnosed with autism as well. Like, for example, I was 3, when I was diagnosed, and it just, when I was like 2 or 3 years old. I was big-headed or heavy-headed, whatever. I remember falling off the stairs, broke my legs in half, stuff like that. That's horrible. I know it's horrible for me to say that, but it's true. I didn't even mention that in one of my story videos on my, video? Yeah, on my childhood video I made about that, but yeah. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it though, but Now, Greg Locke, you really need to you need to come to the good side and just admit that autism is not demonized children from hell, okay? Because it's not true, it's false, and people with autism, it is a huge blessing, okay? It is a huge blessing, alright? For example, like, parents were proud of people with disabilities, because, autism can make the world special. It's supposed to make the world special, not to go political or think that it was made by a demon or whatever, but that's not true, okay? But I know my math teacher from middle school, I know, yeah, they got me in trouble from that once, though, but I don't know, I'd rather have that than Greg Locke, because Greg Locke is a freaking lunatic, I can tell you. A freaking lunatic for saying something bad about, I know this video is going to cause some political issues, but I'm sure people, if there's parents who watch these videos who have kids with autism, please leave some good comments. Please agree with me about this, alright? Don't just say that Greg Locke was right about that. If you think Greg Locke was right about this, then I'll never understand you. Please give me a good reason why. Okay, give me a good reason. And Greg Locke, get a grip and go turn things around and come to the good side and say that people with autism is make the world special, kind, good, and respect, and all of that, even the blessing as well. So I don't know I don't think you're ever gonna see this video or not, but even my teacher from middle school, from high school, who graduated with my brother, is way, way better than you, than what Greg Locke just said about that, I know, it's true for me to say that, but it's true, but seriously. If Greg Locke's not going to change about that, then, well, I guess I'm right about this, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Yeah, it's going to cause political issues, say whatever you want, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Team with respect. Peace out, and I'll see you guys later.